Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Thrive in 5 podcast. The other day, I had one of those very annoying first world problems that I know everyone else has had in some format. When I go running, I wear a Garmin watch. I don't wear it for any other purpose apart from my running, just to track my distance and stuff like that. And because I only wear it to run in, I didn't realise how long the battery lasted. And I realised the other day that if I wanted to go for a run, I had to find the charger. And we have the classic Michael McIntyre man drawer in our house with just charger after charger in it. Could I find the bloody Garmin charger? No, I couldn't. I was going through the drawer looking at all the chargers going, is it this one? Maybe it's this one. Maybe it's this one. None of them fit. And it was so annoying because I was like, if I could just find the charger that fits, then I can do this, but I just can't find it. And that feeling of frustration that I had is how so many of us feel about weight loss. It's how so many professional women feel about losing weight, because we think that if we just lose weight, if we hit that magic number, that magic clothes size, everything will click into place. I'm one of those people, when I've got something in my mind, if it's not done, I can't relax. And charging that Garmin was just like that. And weight loss was always like that for me. I always felt like if I can just hit that magical number, that magical clothes size, that point that I know is that's the point, then I'll feel comfortable in my body. Then I'll feel confident. Then I'll feel good enough. But the problem with that, because many of us have been there, many of us have been in that situation where we believe that losing weight is going to fix everything, that you're going to stop second guessing your outfits, that shopping's not going to end in you in tears in the changing room, that you're finally going to feel good about your body. For a while, that makes sense, because if the reason you feel uncomfortable in your body is because you are carrying excess body fat, then surely changing your weight is going to fix how you feel about your body. And I am completely of the view that if you want to change your body, you should be able to do that. And I'm completely of the view that losing weight can be a very beneficial thing to do. It's kind of my job to help people lose weight, right? I'm not going to say it's a bad thing to do. But what would happen if when you lost that weight, you still felt the same? Because that's what happens to so many of us. We go on diets. I did it for years. We go on diets, we lose weight, but we still don't feel good about ourselves. And it's because of that problem that within the More to Life program, which is the TFP's one-to-one coaching program, we have something called the confidence kick, which is the third phase of the program. Because just losing weight alone isn't enough. You have to also change how you relate to your body and how you feel about yourself. The way that we structure the More to Life program, there are 5 phases, I suppose, 4 or 5 phases, depending on how you view the last phase. The first phase is all about getting you just into a good routine, getting all the basics in place in order to diet, and that's something I'll talk about in a future episode. Phase 2 is about getting the bulk of your fat loss done. But very importantly, we then have phase 3, which is the confidence kick. And this is all about making sure that you don't finish that diet still feeling uncomfortable in your body, that you don't finish that diet still feeling like you don't feel good enough, that your clothes don't fit well, that you want to hide under baggy clothes. Because that's what so many women go through. I talk to so many women who have done transformation challenges, who've worked with PTs, who've done diets in the past, Slimming World, whatever it might be, and they've got to the end of the diet and they still don't feel better about themselves. And so they end up gaining all the weight back. And one thing that I really believe is that if you want to lose weight for good, you also have to change how you relate to your body. And that's what the confidence kick is all about. Within the confidence kick, we focus on 3 kind of key areas: your wardrobe, your mindset, and your habits. And I'm going to walk you through a couple of bits we do. Now, the way that we structure the confidence kick is very person dependent. More to Life is a one-to-one program. It's all about kind of working with the individual, and what each individual needs is going to look different. But I'm going to give you a couple of examples of some things that we might do in order to help boost your confidence at the kind of, as we're going through the diet. One is the wardrobe reset. And this is basically about dressing for the body that you have now. It is really easy when you're losing weight, and this was a mistake that I made, such a big mistake that I made. It's really easy to end up with a wardrobe full of clothes that don't fit you anymore, either because they are too big or because they're too small. If you are someone whose weight has yo-yoed massively over the years, you probably have clothes in all sorts of sizes. I know when I did my final wardrobe reset, when I finally got myself together and I left it way too long and I had way too many clothes, I moved house twice with a load of clothes that didn't fit me. I had clothes in my wardrobe that were a size 6, and I had clothes in my wardrobe that were a size 16, maybe even 18 for some of them. I had clothes in so many different sizes, and I knew I was never going to get back to being a size 6, because that's what I was when I was 17, and I also knew I wasn't going to get back to being a size 16, 18. That was never on my agenda. So actually, let's get rid of all the stuff that doesn't fit. Nothing kills confidence faster than opening your wardrobe and seeing a array of clothes that make you feel bad about yourself. Either the clothes that reflect a version of you that you don't see anymore, that's not there anymore, and for a lot of the TFPers, that's something that we end up with a wardrobe full of clothes that are like a size 16, 18, and they're now a size 10, and it's like, well, that's never going to fit me. So it's actually, recognizing that you need to maybe move on from that. And then it's also about getting rid of the stuff that is holding on to a version of you that doesn't exist anymore. Maybe it's your pre-baby jeans that actually just aren't the shape you are now. For me, having been through a lot of muscle building phases, my bum is a lot bigger than it was in terms of like when I was slimmer. So I don't need a size 8 pair of jeans because I've now got big glutes and we've got to make space for them. Within the wardrobe reset, we're focusing on finding clothes that fit and flatter your shape now, pieces that make you feel good instead of just hiding parts of your body. It's about letting go of the guilt of getting rid of old clothes, because you're recognizing that actually those clothes, they represent a version of you that don't exist anymore. This is all about, for one, like decluttering, which is always a really important thing to do, but also about helping you to recognize that you're in a body that looks different now and feels different, and you need to dress for that body. The second thing we do is body appreciation, and this is all about changing the way you see yourself. And this is using a daily habit, which is something we have the whole way through the More to Life program, to encourage you to think about your body differently. The body, or the brain, is very, it likes habit, and it gets very used to certain things. And if you're somebody who is used to picking apart your body, if you're someone who is used to looking in the mirror and going, oh, I don't like that, I don't like that, I don't love that bit, what we try and build is daily recognition of the good stuff about your body, or even just the neutral stuff about your body. So one thing that a lot of TFPers have when they get into phase 3 of More to Life is actually a daily habit to write down 3 things that they either like about their body or that are just neutral. And that might be, I love my hair, my eyes are really great, my legs are strong. It might be, I could run around after my kids today. It might be that I had great sex last night. Like something that makes you feel great about your body. Maybe it's what your body's done for you, getting you through a long work day, carrying you through the gym. Maybe it's noticing like what feels good. Maybe like for me, something that was a massive confidence boost that I still come back to is when I could wear a strappy top and my shoulders looked great because I trained hard. I'm like, oh, my shoulders look really good. And that's something that I'll often focus on, or that my legs felt strong in the gym. And it's about building a habit of being kind to yourself, because it's very easy, and I'm really not a fan of the body positivity movement that says you have to love yourself no matter what, because sometimes you just don't like something about your body. Like no matter what, I'm never going to love the fact that I've got small boobs and short legs. I would love to have bigger boobs and longer legs, but I don't. It's about accepting your body for what it is, but recognizing what is great about it outside of just how it looks. And that's why daily body appreciation is a really great tool for this. And then the third thing we do is I encourage my clients to go shopping. I'm a shopaholic, so obviously I'm going to do this. One of the biggest struggles that I'll hear from people is, I hate shopping because nothing ever fits right. So one thing that we will do is, rather than avoiding shopping, we'll actually set you a challenge to either go into a shop or to go online and to pick something that you really like, just to have a look at things you like. Not something that just hides your body, not something that you think is going to be flattering, but something that you just really like the look of. A trap that I always used to fall into when I was bigger is I would buy clothes because it was what I thought I should be wearing. I watched a lot of like Trini and Susanna, what not to wear and stuff when I was a kid, and I think a lot of that stuff stuck with me. And I would read things like don't wear horizontal stripes, or if you're pear-shaped, you have to wear something that's like wider on the top to like balance your proportions. And a lot of that, there's maybe some truth in some of that, I don't know, I'm not a stylist, but it stopped me buying clothes I liked because I just bought clothes that I thought would be flattering. And actually something that made a big difference to me was going into shops and just picking up clothes that I liked and experimenting, because what I realised when I lost weight is actually the clothes that I thought wouldn't look good on me, they did, but I just wasn't used to that version of my body. So this little challenge to go online or to go into a shop and just pick some stuff that you like and try it and just get experimental is really powerful. And what we do alongside that is actually ask you to be kind of open-minded about stuff. You know, if something doesn't feel good, that's fine. It's not about you. It's not about you. It's about the clothes. So we move on from it. If you try something on and it makes you feel great, then we bottle that feeling. But if there's something that makes you feel bad, we don't worry about it, because we don't need to focus on the negative. We're going to build and focus on the positive. This one exercise has the power to completely change how you feel about clothes and about shopping and about your body. And what this means is that in real life, instead of getting dressed in the morning, you actually feel good putting outfits together. Instead of picking up 3 different sizes in a changing room and hoping one fits, you walk in, you pick up your size, you know what's going to work. You can walk into a shop and be pretty confident about what's going to work for you. And it means instead of standing in front of the mirror, focusing on what you don't like, instead of hiding from pictures, instead of, never really being comfortable in your own skin, you start to see yourself in a different way. Not just as a body that has lost weight, but as you, as a body that has done incredible things and that will do incredible things. And that's why the things we do inside the TFP, inside the More to Life program, are different, because it's not just about weight loss. And as much as weight loss, I think weight loss is an incredibly powerful tool and has the power to have a massive impact on your life. And like I am so pleased that I lost weight, because it changed my life. But you have to do that to be able to appreciate the work you've done. You have to do that alongside building confidence in your body and in yourself. It's about how you feel in your body the whole way through the journey and at the end of the journey, not just about losing the weight. So if you've ever felt like, when I lose weight, then I'll be happy, just know you're not alone, because ultimately it's something so many women struggle with. And it's something that with the right help and the right support, you can do differently. If this resonated and you want to pop me a message and have a chat, my Instagram is in the episode description. Please reach out if you want to chat through. So I have never any obligation for coaching or anything. I'm always happy just to have a chat, to be honest. So please reach out. But great to chat, and I look forward to chatting to you tomorrow.